Rolling in the Mist is a series with fantasy violence, mentions of gore, and worst of all, cussing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back, everyone, for another exciting session of Rolling in the Mist. Are you awake yet, Pablo?
I'm pretty awake. I'm pretty awake.
I am your master of ceremonies, Kevin Carpenter, and joining me today, as usual, is...
You know who I am.
And...
Beck's playing Corey Vidales.
And...
Just let him get away with that shit.
Yes.
I'm Ryan Bravo.
And...
See?
Oh, fuck.
Fantastic introductions, everyone. You know him, you love him, that's right. It's Odd Loop back at it again.
He'll hold that fucking stare.
He
Just
will.
keep going, he'll hold it.
Yeah, I know. I've been under that stare before. It's strange.
Ladies, he's single.
I bring all that to the table, that's it.
Also-
Just a stare.
Also, incidentally, livestock. He's single.
Thank you, Jeremy. So, in our last session, you guys were recovering from the Moongoon heist. And after having a few dramatic conversations, Marty with Agent Harvey Studwell, who had a tense, negotiative back and forth before deciding to get some drinks over at the bar, and Marty showing up late to his work. We had Corey speaking with Minerva of the Olympus family, coming up with a cover story for the events that hurt her, and perhaps foreshadowing future dealings with the Vidales family in the process. But screw that foreshadowing stuff, that's for later. The present is Corey making it off with a ton of loot from selling off the bow relic that she got from the museum. Show off those chips to the camera. They are rolling note custom casino chips made by our patron Hunter. Thank you so much again, Hunter.
It's so nice.
God, these are classy.
Right? Classy as hell.
Not true. Fuck.
Oh, and Logan and Leland were...
On the moon.
Yes. While they were examining the moon rocks, they found that there was a presence that was inside these rocks. The presence of the moon princess Kaguya Hime, who basically asked if you guys could bring her rocks back to the moon or her home. In exchange, she would give you some powers along the way. But also, she has a feather robe that she said would help melt away all your material desires to help you bring about your more ultimate destiny. You guys politely declined and took
Shit on me.
and with that,
They didn't take the rope?
they didn't take the rope.
How'd they get the moon relic?
That's for the moon rocks.
Is this a theme car? Is this a...
It's a relic.
It's an extra
relic.
theme, yeah,
Oh,
for the
but
moon
for-
rocks for the moon rocks themselves.
But
it's
who
the tale
gets
of the
it?
bamboo cutter.
What was with the tone of that? Oh, it's the tale of the bamboo cutter.
Relax,
Oh,
alright? I was like, no,
God
buddy.
damn it.
Easy, don't
The
twist my
sequels were
words.
better.
Wait, so but this is it's a relic. Does
I
that
just
mean
like, oh, why did I
it's
figure
his
that
or
out?
is it the cruise?
Well, here's the thing. It's pretty much whoever's holding the moon rock. So it can be Logan's, it
It's
can be
a flash
Leland's.
grenade.
You guys can choose
Okay.
who
It's
holds
like,
that.
It's like the orb of confusion for SpongeBob.
Gotcha.
You get affected by it when you hold it.
Oh,
So this is actually
believe I didn't figure that out.
a big something that you guys need to figure out is what you're doing with the moon rocks. If you guys are keeping them, who's keeping them?
Oh shit, we're about to launch these fuckers immediately.
Corey, you need to figure out what you're doing with all that loot. And well, Marty, you're actively figuring out your relationship with Agent Harvey, but after you've had some drinks and some food, you've talked about what may be your next heist. Finding this strange mound of rats that were last seen in the tunnels underneath the Helix Labs campus.
You just had to look into it.
Yeah, if you guys want to, we can go back to our favorite diner, Kenny's, for a meetup. If there's anything you guys want to do before you get the crew together, let me know, though. The narrative wheel is all yours.
Let's take it this way.
Dangerous
They're
is
still in their
anyone
place.
your part.
We have the rocks. Fuck their decision. We're launching them.
You want to throw?
Yep.
So you mean
What the fuck?
This ain't no democracy.
Wait, but if you throw the rocks, then you can't use this, right?
No, what she says, if we send the rocks back to us, we get to keep this. Right? That's the whole point.
If we send the moon rock, we get to keep moon
Here's the
rock.
thing. In that, not in those mechanical terms, she will be able to give you some powers if you help her on her quest to get back home. Yeah, I'd say she would probably be able to instill some of those powers within you
Like,
if
in
you
other
guys
words,
actually
we would
go.
then keep the card, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
we just don't have the rock?
Yeah, we
So
just wouldn't have
I
the
looked
rock.
at Leland like, I look at Logan. I'm like,
Should we let the group know?
And like, and then I bring how I make all these moral decisions. I bring on my whiteboard.
Yeah, Sindri is also
Rolls
there,
it
by
out.
the way. So I imagine Sindri would also come. And
Oh,
she's
no,
like,
yeah, I let
oh
Sindri
God,
know
he's
that.
bringing out the whiteboard of morality.
He's like, no. It literally says whiteboard of morality. He's like, now let's take a look at this way, Sindri, Leland. Most likely, Corey's gonna want to sell it off. Marty, most likely sell it in some way because he has to pay for his father because God knows the health insurance in this city sucks. Always got your pin, dog.
Yeah.
And like I start writing down, I was like, well, Leland could use this, Logan can use that, Marty, this is like, look, money's great and all, but having a goddess back us up, that in and of itself is something worth investing in. What do you think, Leland?
I did like the moon.
It's a big rock.
He's like,
Did you still want to make the copies? We could sell those off.
you did scan them.
hold
no,
God
the
damn
you
it.
guys do not have the copies.
no.
but yeah.
Here's the thing. They don't know what the rocks do. Only me and Leland do.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I could just give them fake shit. Call it a day.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who's screwing over the crew here.
You're not screwing over the
Think
crew.
I'm not.
We are
I mean, if you
saving
give me
lives.
fake
Here's
rocks,
the thing. Give you fake rocks to get your money. How did I screw you over?
well, if they know they're fake,
Well, this is why I'm good at what I do.
I'm not gonna be better right now. This is good.
Remember
narrative.
last session, you guys were like, "Oh, the party's gotten so much better. We got like
God.
teamwork, more
Why you said that
cohesion."
kind of shit.
cohesion, cohesively traitorous.
Oh my
She
gosh.
wants to go home.
God damn it.
And we don't hold people against their will.
Like I said, thinking about Donnie.
Poor kid.
You just hear like
Oh, Donnie.
incoherent crying somewhere in the distance. Miss
Just
Corey.
whimpering.
He's like, well,
back to Kansas.
I mean,
How
I'm
do we
not
get-
Marty, so I'm not going to do any shady shit. So let's call up the team then.
Uncalled for.
And greatly accurate, though.
I'm having drinks with Harvey and go, all right, so anyway, Sorry, someone just talked some shit about me somewhere.
Ears burning?
Someone's talking shit. You smell that?
Yeah, I think cinematically we
that's your
can
dog,
like
Trixie.
cinematically we can move like the time periods of your guys' conversation. I think we're sort of like past all the rest of the conversation, unless you still want to do stuff with.
I didn't know
our-
if
yeah.
I needed a scene of drinks with him or if we're
Nah,
okay.
yeah.
I keep one of the rocks in a safe. I take from the 5 pile, I take one, and I put it safely.
Okay, so there's 4 rocks, and you're calling the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go over this in a phone call, or do you want to meet up at Kenny's?
This number is no longer in service. Oh. Everyone, I think we need to meet up. I found some very interesting information.
You got it.
He's there. And you're just like,
in the kitchen.
you go,
Oh no! Anything he does, I'm so used to it. I'm like, yes, Leland.
yes, Leland.
He's like, meet up at Kenny's.
What do you say?
Roger.
Wait, he's right next to you, so you're.
yeah.
Roger, Roger, Roger,
Yeah,
Roger,
yeah.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right.
Hey, real quick, with my Hermes speed, that makes me fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't take the bus. I'm gonna run there.
Take me with you.
He's on my back. I'm just running.
So we're meeting at Kenny's?
Yeah. So you guys meet up at Kenny's, diner music playing
The
in the
Denny's
back.
logo with a K on it.
God.
And in the distance,
In the Fortress of Doom.
in the distance, you just hear a on the concrete shaking, running down.
So you guys meet back up at Kenny's at the bar. Sorry, not the bar. The little
There's a bar. Whoa, this kid is upgraded.
No, I mean usually Kenny's have like breakfast bars.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you do have a
anyway.
breakfast bar.
At the long booth that you guys are normally set up in, specifically
They're
because
always looking at the menu.
yeah,
It still has the chunk taken out. Yeah.
it still has the chunk taken out.
Yeah.
The same waitress comes up. It's like, hi there. How can? I mean.
What was there? Oh, fuck. What's
Linda.
I wrote her name down too. I have no idea why I wrote all these names down and not
Good,
your
because we're
dad's.
always
It
gonna
was,
come
it
back.
was Linda, honey, because
Was it Linda?
I think it was Linda.
Yeah, I think you called her Honey. Yeah.
Linda,
Candace was
yes.
the scientist,
All right, good.
Linda
Yeah.
was the
So
waitress.
Linda comes back. She goes like, "Well, what do you all want today?
Did you miss me, honey?
Like a bad rash
It's fair.
Let me get 18 stacks of pancakes.
coming your way.
And I'll have.
19 stacks of pancakes.
Well, that's all for him. No, I'm serious. He will put that away.
Oh, I thought you were gonna try to compete
no,
against.
no,
him.
that's his order.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I just have some can I have some tea? Can I just have some tea?
What kind of tea?
Earl Grey?
Okay, you.
I'll be keeping it liquid this morning. Thank you.
I see you brought in your own bottle of wine. Okay.
I just thought of maybe like a little example. This is kind of about the
Wait, did you go
height
home and change?
the-
Or are you still in the hospital gown?
No, I would have changed.
They also are you allowed to be here? Did they this
She is healed perfectly.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
okay.
Actually,
skin
she looks
is
more
good.
vibrant
her
than
skin
ever.
is immaculate.
She looks
Leo puts in the work.
She just forgot to take off the band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's a little band.
You can never get
Wow.
this thing off. It's
Donnie has some like tiny scissors that he cuts the band off. There you go, Miss Corey.
I thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, can I have a peppermint tea and some French toast, please?
is Tony in a chair at the end of the booth?
No, he's 30. He's in the booth. Yeah, but he's at the end of the booth. He's trying to
I
like
want to
stay.
feel like he's right next to me.
Yeah. And you, sir?
As I put it down, I'll have a black coffee, 2 sugars, and the lumberjack breakfast, please.
You
The
you know that
lumberjack.
2 sugars makes the coffee not black, right?
You'll find a way. And I just go right back to just like
Okay. Well, I'll be right back with your orders, everyone. I see you brought your own bottle. You won't need the bottle of Hennessy. Do you want a bottle of Bailey's? Or
I like to keep one around just for company.
okay, a bottle of Bailey's as well.
I like some bottle service here at Kenny's place.
And sure enough, she leaves. You hear her shout, "Hey, get them the order! No spit this time!"
Do they hear what she shouts?
yeah. You
usual.
guys hear her shout, "Hey, no spit this time, okay? Keep it, but don't do it just yet.
Keep it? Keep the spit?
Keep it on the side."
Like, all right, Barry,
Ew.
give me a sunset surprise with a little bit of dash and a New York strip. You got it, boss. And they get the thing perfectly. Everything.
While they, I'm like kind of like smoothing out the chunk curve I did, trying to make it just from like it looks like it's at least part of the text.
You're trying to do like manual sanding. So
I'm using my thumb.
I feel like every time he goes to a new
Spit on
grade,
the
I just give
side.
him a different grade of
Get it over
sandpaper.
no, I'm using my hand.
Oh, nice.
My hand is naturally just grinding
incredible.
it down.
So you guys
That fucks
you guys have some big discussions to have in a small amount
All
of time.
right.
I
Now,
was on the moon.
Okay.
After another die.
Oh, that's so nice.
It was fun.
That's so good. You had a good time.
Can we cut through the Do you tell us about the moon thing?
I'm getting to it.
But you're going to tell
I'm
us.
going
But
to
before you
do
No,
it.
but I'm saying like they know. So for viewership,
Yes, for
like,
viewership.
we could
I'm
cut
going
to like
Just
just
shut up and let me speak.
fuck. All right,
But
Mr. Cameron,
before he
trying to play
can
the
speak,
character.
before he can speak, that was the first thing I got out.
No, that's exactly. I was going with that. I was like, yes, me and Leland apparently went to the moon. Not speaking hypothetically, we were
did-
literally at the moon.
right.
Oh, did you make any friends?
Yeah, we did.
Funny you should ask. Apparently, we met a moon goddess by the name of Kaguya Hime, which is a Japanese folklore. Apparently, not a folklore. She apparently resides in these stones. Now, and I bring out like my files of all the data and information I found. This is many different findings that I found at calculating energy levels. Apparently, it's a pretty good source of energy. Not continuous, but given that her soul resides, or her spirit resides in these rocks, it is, we have yet to test out whether having one rock is her essence or having all rocks together brings her about. But she did offer her, I'm just going to say it up and say it. She offered her powers to aid us. I don't know if it's going to be a conduit through the rocks, but the only thing she asks of us is to return these rocks to her home, which is on the moon. I look over to like where I want to say like the moon. You can still see the moon in the daylight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's at like half visible.
yeah.
We
like,
all just kind of together look up at the moon, like, oh,
and
fuck.
yeah. Now, and I look over to Corey. I said, now Corey, I'm guessing your family wants these rocks or wants to sell them off, much like the hammer.
They're interested in information on the rocks. If they knew they are valuable, yes, they would want them.
Okay. And what about you, Marty?
I need
What's on your
rocks.
sleeves?
I need rocks.
Well, there's a Coke dealer across the street.
Okay, all right. I need the product
For
here.
whom?
That is my business, my friend,
Really?
as it's always been. Yeah.
I see.
You know my father's sick, okay?
I understand that your
You don't
father
need-
is sick. That is
Yeah.
true.
Some things are private. You're lucky to know that much.
Where are you getting this money from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you going to sell these rocks to, and where are you getting this money? Obviously, for Miss Vidales over here.
I have my fences and you have yours. We've established this. We all have our own. We got lives to lead. If we were working at this Kenny, we have a life here at work, and we'd have a life outside.
Yeah, that's still not good enough. We're dealing with a cosmic
Pray tell, what would be
being.
good enough for you, oh immaculate czar?
Easily. She literally tells us who we're selling it to and who we're dealing with. You are not.
We each take our cut, and we do with it what we will. Am I the only? Why am I getting the third degree here? Do you believe this, Leland?
He was on the moon with me. He saw it himself.
He does got a point. As long as we get the money, who
That
cares
is
if we
true.
go?
But here's the thing. Would you rather incur the wrath of a god or money?
Whatever. Listen, Logan, we've been at this for a while. Have I ever burned you? Huh?
I've been burned.
Corey.
Yes.
God bless you, sweetheart. All right. Bless your heart. Okay. Anyways,
I really want to be like, you're going to let him talk to you like that? Like a child?
well, I think we're just gonna take note.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Are you like, do you have like your fucking water cash?
do you have your money? Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, no. I think this is just for her to have.
A checkbook, and I just took one page out and put it back in my pocket.
All right.
what a weird
What a
move.
weird
I'm
thing.
sorry.
What a fucking
You just
flex.
ripped out a blank check and put it in your pocket?
No, I think it was a written check.
Yeah, it was a
Oh.
written check.
Check.
It was a written check.
I like how you do your crime dealings with checks. like
Pay for trail.
Classic and classy.
Now, yes, that is true. We usually do this sort of thing, but it's usually for what? Simple items. Money, works of art, goonish art. I saw
Art
one of
is
those in display at the museum. It was kind of weird. But again, this I feel changes things up a notch if Helix Lab is involved. Now, yes, you guys don't have a history with them. And my question to you is also, why were you so interested in what Helix Labs was looking into? You were really wanting to see what I found in there.
Right. I understand. I see. Okay. Listen, Logan, in my line of work, my daytime line of work, I meet a lot of people. I'm a people person. I meet people with all kinds and all manners of eclectic interests and various forms of, well, just that, interests, okay? And so I might happen to know people who have an interest in scientific artifacts, astronomical artifacts, okay? This is the information you want. Now, who they are, that is my business. When we take our loot, say, stolen art, we're in a public place here. Say,
Linda is standing right there with all the
Oh,
food
she's-
and goes, "Oh, don't stop him." In fact, hey, Here's all your
Lyndon,
thing.
you've played GTA 5, right?
Don't get me involved.
Okay,
don't,
great,
Don't
'cause
do not
it's a
get.
great-
I did not hear shit.
It's a
Thank you.
great,
Thank you, Linda.
She leaves.
it's a great video game.
While he's talking, I like take the pancake out of here.
As he's doing that, I pass him the syrup without even looking at it.
And I take a bite.
No matter what it is we take, I know a lot of people. People of all kinds of interests. That just so happens, I happen to have my own fences who would be interested in my cut of this loot. There's nothing shady going on. I don't know why you're being so 5/5 degree. Sorry, too soon. About this with me. If you got something to say to me, just say it.
Okay, then how much are we getting then?
What are you talking about?
You're saying you get the rocks, you get the cut. What about us?
That's between me and my dealer. Who are you? Who are you going to sell your cut to?
I'm trying to put these rocks back where they belong.
And that's your business. If you want to know how much you're going to get for it, then find your own person to sell it to. We always get something. I always assume when everyone takes your own cut that you make your own deals with it and you make whatever you make with it. It's all about negotiation, which I
yeah, the
happen
deals
to be
always
great.
go to her. That has always been.
Huh?
All our money comes from her. We provide the equipment, we steal it, it goes through her. We don't know your source.
How much are you willing to give me? I always go to the highest bidder. Corey, my dear, how much are you willing to give me?
Well, I was thinking about getting each of you.
If I let you keep my lion's share, or rather you keep the lion's share, right? You keep my cut, I'm a reasonable man.
No.
If it happens to be higher than what my...
Real quick, meta is every time we steal something, she's the fence. We give her the stuff, she
Right.
brings us the loot, she divides it among us.
Uh-huh. Have we discussed what our cut, because there's...
She usually
Four
always
rock.
divides it equally.
Uh-huh.
That's
Basically,
why I'm
you're
questioning,
saying-
where is your money coming from? Because we've never done it with you.
But what I'm saying is, have we said how much? Because it can't be the same amount, cutting it evenly. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
You know, it's always been.
my even cut from
So
her.
basically, basically what you're saying is, your guy can provide more money than what she could.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I might happen to have someone that. That's why I'm meta asking
Okay.
in a way, meta, if we've determined how much each of us are getting
Yeah.
for this. If
Okay.
we've already determined that number, which we don't have to say,
No.
but like
I was just gonna say loot.
loot,
Yeah.
You guys can
happen to-
openly say Luke.
Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking of giving each of you one loot.
Oh, one loot. Great. We could even say his code. I happen to have someone who has a better offer.
Who is that?
So that's none of your business.
It is my business.
No,
we
it
know we're
isn't.
dealing with her family. They're gonna cut us the deal. We know the money.
And
we're
what
gonna
I'm
get.
telling you is we've worked together long enough to know that I'm not going to sell it to anybody that's going to get back to you in any way. You're not going to get burned. Again, too soon. I'm sorry.
No, I don't trust them. How do
You don't
know-
trust
how do
it, you don't
how
trust
do you know
me.
they're not related to Helix Labs?
I vet my sources. It's
How?
never come back. What do you mean? This through my
Provide me
connections. Do
information,
you want
I'm
me?
sorry.
You want me to tell you about every person in the underworld who I've met and who I work with?
That would be helpful.
They pay me to keep their information private, just like I don't talk about you to anybody else.
Oh, that's fair.
How do we know this person's actually gonna give us the money? Have you
They're
got
not
any
going to
money
give
from
you
them?
the money. They're going to give me the money for my cut.
And what about us?
You have your cut.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
What?
You have your own rocks. I get my rock.
So you want to split up the 5 rocks?
I thought that's what we were talking about.
No,
They have to stay together.
they have to stay together. They're one deal.
Oh. I thought I was getting my own rock.
No,
No.
Oh, well, then this is...
there's
gonna-
5 rocks. How can we split that up evenly amongst 4 people? Sorry, Donnie, you're not in this.
Donnie's just been eating waffles this whole time. He's like,
He's got his French toast. He's like, I don't want to.
Want some syrup?
I just poured it. Pour my
Oh, no. I'm allergic to syrup.
So,
Time to get sticky, I guess. And he just starts grabbing the French
oh my
toast.
God.
All right, listen. Logan. I don't have to... Hello? Sorry, client. Hey, you're back for that Tesla, huh? They always come back.
I thought it was a used cars place.
And cut.
We were talking about DC.
And I'll throw in those booster seats just for Junior. And I don't do that for everybody. What's that? All right. Yes, I'll see you next week for golf. Thanks, Lance. Okay, take it easy.
No.
Marty out. Sorry, I'm. I just can't stop winning. Where were we?
Well, Marty, you brought up some very interesting points, and I was thinking back to conversations we had. I don't think we went over you having another connection outside of myself. And I'm very curious. I thought what we had was special, Marty.
It is special. You're my most frequent gig besides, my day job. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I want to know a little bit more about the side job you got.
Well, I want to hear is.
Are you doing that?
No,
I'm eating pancakes.
He's eating pancakes. I just want to see like the moment where we're just like.
Squashing this out. I'm like,
Yeah, you're not hearing a firm
no,
cracking
that was
sound.
just
You are
me.
hearing a gooey like sound.
Equally
I'm just looking at him like there's a
Honestly, Spot's under the table. He's been panting, and then when I'm like, I want to know about who else you're talking to, then it just gets quiet.
Not a growl, just a groan.
Yes. What is that?
Donnie's like, he's like getting into the conversation. All the eyes are on you right now. Just what you wanted.
The whole restaurant just stops.
Definitely not the whole restaurant.
Linda's behind the bar. Like,
She's not gonna give him some hot juicy.
Everywhere else, you just hear click, 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 click. Stop.
Somewhere in an old western town they closed the door.
Yeah.
there's a dude,
They close the blind.
there's a dude near the window. She's like, can't hear it, but he just knows something.
It's the rat man. We just don't clock him.
It's not the.
Yeah.
I find this cross-examination thoroughly meta. No. I find this suspicion oddly...
You said it. Odd.
Oddly. Listen, I'm not hiding anything that wasn't already upfront private. I assume at all times that each one of you also have private connections that are your business. So all I am putting my foot down on is some mutual respect for our own individual enterprises.
It makes you feel better. I don't care where the money comes from. You do you.
But it's like a boom.
Yeah.
Oh no, this hand was just holding the pancake. I put it back.
I
down.
know.
No, but it's just your
There's like
natural
whipped
strength that
cream.
you were just
But
telling.
also, your
No,
hands
no.
are covered with sticky.
No, I'm drinking it. I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
God.
I'm just saying with that light tap, you
Yeah,
just
this light
dislocated
tap.
your shoulder and located it.
So
back.
I'm like, I don't care where the money comes from. I'm here for the pancakes.
See? See? Tiny understands. So come on.
The
Can
money
we
always
just
came
take it
from
easy?
her.
What do I have to... You know what? All right. What do I have to do to satiate your concerns without having to disrespect my privacy? Okay? I'm a team player, but I have boundaries, right? Can we respect that as fellow professionals? Tell me what I have to do.
Well, speaking of respect, with the family that I'm connected to, both of them, I do need to make sure I watch where our toes go. So how do I know that whoever you're talking to is not going to step on our toes?
I can personally guarantee you with how airtight and how meticulous I run my particular operations that nothing, and I repeat this, will come back to anyone at this table.
I got a question.
Not even Donnie. Shut up, Donnie.
So I got a question.
Yes, Leland. Sweet, sweet Leland. Gentle, precious Leland. What can I answer for you, my friend?
Leland, he's calling you weak.
I'm not.
Do any of our connections for money know that these rocks are special? Or they just think they're just regular moon rocks?
The same people that I sell art, the same art connoisseurs that I go to through my art fence. This is a sci-fi fence. This is just a collector, okay? That's there. All right. I've given you more than I wanted to already. He's a collector. I've given you information about my contact.
And
I cannot tell you who he is. I simply cannot, in the same way that I would never say anything about any of you to anyone.
And does the family know that these are magical rocks or anything like that?
They know that you're checking them out. They don't know any properties or anything like that.
Is this correct?
Why don't we just make a bunch of rocks look like moon rocks, give it to everybody, and we just return these rocks?
You know what?
As long as
That's
the
a
money
very
comes
good
in.
point. If both sides don't know that they're magical, then what's the point?
For all they
Give
know,
them the
they
rocks.
they just want rocks.
You know what? That seems like a bit of a shisty thing to do to my contact, but as a show of good faith, if that's what you'd like to do, raise my Earl Grey. Give me a phony. Huh?
When for the real things, should we return them? There is someone kind of stuck in them.
Well, and at that moment, I reach into my bag and I pull out one of them. Lay it on the table.
Wait, are you wearing gloves?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking.
Hello, inquisitive Logan. No.
Yeah, you should have said, what? Uh-oh. Shit.
Yeah. I brought the. Wait a minute.
I think it was a Japanese show. It's like, my blade has the most deadliest of poison. I should have done that.
So you put a rock on the
So
table?
I put a rock on the table. Now, given from what I discovered from these things, if you would like to see for yourself, touch it.
Yes.
With your bare hand.
You guys see Leland go, yes, grab it, and immediately his head hits the table. There is a solid thunk. Everything shakes. Your face is in a bunch of pancakes.
Now, again, I pay no mind to that.
That's a season wrap on Leland. Series wrap, maybe.
It freaked them out.
Yeah, you guys see
yeah.
Leland just drop.
Now, and like, mind you, I pay no attention to him. I'm like still like conversing. He's like, now, this phenomenon that you just witnessed he is communicating right now with the goddess of the moon. You don't believe it?
Except that it's...
What is she seeing? She's just like, like that.
She's just watching you float.
Yeah. No. I've already ran a
like an
couple tests.
anti-gravity room
People
for me.
with our special kind of traits. Yes, the previous notion from the scientist says that normal people, when they've touched, they've gone into comas. People like us, we don't go into that. In fact, we get connected to this goddess, as Leland has so clearly shown. Now, to show my good faith and to see if you trust me, touch it. And see for yourself who we're dealing with right up front.
I never doubted you for a second. But
Great,
if
then
you
you will-
want me, if you want me to meet your moonlight girlfriend, then I'll happily. Believe me, hey, you don't have to. Hey, if you want me to meet a luminescent lady, well, you don't have to convince me very hard. I'd be happy to.
Okay. So he touches it.
You touch the hand.
I touch the.
Your head goes. Sorry, you touch the stone. Your head goes to the table.
Should have asked for pancakes. To the table.
Corey, do you touch it?
was the tea.
Oh, the tea? Does my nose land in the fucking?
No. We'll just say,
Just
we'll
on the
say the
table.
other hand is still holding it.
The whole,
If
yeah.
you want to, audience, if you want to see it for comic value, you could imagine that you went on the tee.
Okay. And touch the rock.
Corey, do you touch it?
I'll have Spot, I don't know, lay his head down so I can just like.
That's nice. You know what?
Yeah.
So go for it. And I look at the crowd. Don't worry, everybody. It's fine.
We're doing this abroad.
Yeah, just
I give the
Yeah,
waitress a couple of extra dollars. Like, don't worry about it.
yeah. As they're passed out, she comes up, and as you give her the extra $1, she's just like, "Oh, nap time. Okay, well,
Yes.
make sure they don't,
Do not
be
worry.
here for too
I'll
long."
make sure Leland doesn't do any more damage to the interior.
Good for that too. She walks off, and Corey, Marty, Leland, Corey, you see, you're on the surface of the moon. You see Leland in ancient warrior's clothing, doing somersaults in the air.
And I'm like,
You're lost in momentum.
I'm like, just all happy.
Corey, your hair is longer than it's ever been, draping down your shoulders and almost to like armpit length. You're wearing this like long dress, and like it's beautiful of green and yellows, but it's also like like the fibers look like plant life, almost like vines and leaves put together. And you can already feel like leaves in your hair as well. Like you just feel so at one here, and yet so as you look at the earth in the background, so far away. And Marty,
You're in your business suit.
he is not in
tell me
his
how
business suit. He is in his birthday suit.
Oh, man.
Marty, you are covered in a
With the biggest.
layer of. You're covered in a layer of silver white fur.
Nice.
You are standing on
Yeah.
hind legs,
You're a
but
furry.
as you look down, you're not wearing
call
your
them?
suit. Hind legs?
There you
Did I say
go.
hind?
You
Yeah,
did.
hind legs.
I really hope that's how you said the word.
Yeah.
Like, that's regular.
Hind,
Okay.
yeah, hind. You're on your hind legs, but as you
Okay.
look down, you're not wearing like your fancy shoes or like your tailor-made suit. You have this fur. Your feet are not human feet, but have like pads
little
and
pad
claws.
Little pads.
And as you look down, you see
boys.
like your arm is like thin, but as it like comes down, you still have like regular hands as well. And as you feel yourself, you're still like you are this like strange color. You have the fur around you, but also like as your head comes out of its shoulders, you just feel like your regular head there. Your hair is a different color now as you like pull off a strand. It's that same white, but you were almost like in this half form between you and, as you look behind you, a nine-tailed fox. There are in fact nine. Well, there are
Nine
nine
tails
tails
coming out of my
yeah,
ass.
nine tails coming out of your ass. Yeah.
Marty.
What was in that Earl Grey?
You're
I'm
a,
an animorph.
you're a furry, is what you are.
I'm not a furry. This is all natural. Ow.
She's also fucking radiant over here.
Yeah, you're wow.
I'm a little too sober for this.
Wait,
right
do I
now.
recognize her? Or do I think
Yeah,
this
she
is a
still has her
completely
same
different-
face. She just
Oh,
looks.
okay.
She just
It's
looks at it.
me. I'm just more gorgeous than you remember.
Moon dust
Okay.
swirls in front of you and then takes the appearance of this moon princess and goes,
Return the slap. sorry. I had to do that.
"New visitors to my illusionary home. Welcome to the surface of my enclave. I am the Princess Kaguya Hime. You, shapeshifter, and you, goddess. Tell me, what are you here for?" And in the back, I hear off in the distance.
I'm starting to go a little bit further.
And I feel like Kaguya just looks and goes,
Well, I came to make your lovely acquaintance, your highness. And I do a very Shakespearean kind of bow.
She holds out her hand like this.
And I grab it with my hands.
does anything
Little
happen
paw
when
hands.
he...
And I just bring it in and I just put a little fox. a little fox lick on the hand. And I go, I didn't mean to. That's not what I meant to.
That is perfectly fine. I have
Okay.
dealt with many of other cultures. Tell me, when you came into my enclave, you expressed fright and shock at your appearance. Is this not your true form?
God damn it, Kevin.
Are you not a furry?
That's
Are
the
you-
question on my magical trickster theme.
Oh, he knows.
I know. I just for the folks at home who don't remember, what is my true form is the mystery of my magical trickster adaptation mythos.
Right here, Kevin. Right here.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. Golf claps. Golf claps. all around. Golf claps all around. Very nice.
Thank you.
And some poetry snaps.
I'm good at games. I'm good at
I'm
games.
good at games.
Yes.
All right.
Games.
You catch me in rare form, Your Highness. Not just literally, but I am speechless. And
Tails
I
are
don't
wagging.
know what to say. Tails are wagging. I don't know.
Are you with the inquisitive dwarf and the
She'll never
and,
get old.
and
Don't
the,
worry, I'll
no, and the inquisitive dwarf and the warrior?
Yeah, the warrior. That's me.
They work for me.
Well, that is good to know. Are you also interested in bringing me back to my home?
Uh,
As she stands over you, like, go ahead, say no to me.
Yeah, I'm just looking over like,
yes. I am. I'm gonna play into something here because I'm not Marty right now.
you're
It-
magical,
Right?
Marty.
I'm the Kamiho
Yeah.
right now.
That is sort of a thought that goes through your mind. It does feel nice kind of thinking that in your head here.
Do you run?
No, I think no. Well, go ahead.
I have a question, real quick. When she put on the robe, she forgot all about her memories of her human life, right? Since aren't you guys part of the same Japanese mythology world, would she know of the Kamiho?
Well, she said shapeshifter. She already knew, like...
Okay,
what-
so
yeah,
she
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
There's also different iterations of the Kamiho myth. Like there's a Kitsune is actually Japanese.
Yeah.
The Kamiho I think is
The Korean.
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. Okay,
Yeah,
got
and
it.
then
Thank
China
you.
I think has a different version. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was Kitsune. That's right. My bad.
yeah.
Fucking fox.
yeah.
I'll get you next time. Swiper, no swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
so-
asked. What is it she asked me? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
also here to help
it's
me?
yeah. Are you also here to help me
I
get
go,
back home?
Oh man! Oh my god!
That is your new myth.
That's my new.
Swipe.
I'm swiping. Yes. So as I feel a little bit more literally in my skin, I think it would feel a little or a lot involuntary when I just give the answer.
Like you're just
Any,
kind of giving it on the spot?
I say, yeah, like I'm thinking on the spot, but it's almost like I didn't really decide it. It's
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Your
Like
human is no longer.
it was like a
filtering.
natural instinct of whatever this form is has me say, whatever your heart's desires, I am for you.
Basically, you're just telling her what she wants.
What
to
she
hear.
wants
Yeah.
to hear, and I'm trying to even without the tag or anything because I burned it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to seduce in a way.
You don't even have to roll. She just smiles and goes, "Thank you. I appreciate the service. And you. Your dress is so beautiful.
Thank you.
It has been quite a bit since I've seen such beauty from the nature of your world." And she holds out her own feather robe and goes, "This is actually the last treasure I received from the planet, from the escorts who brought me back here, wiping away my material desires so I could return to my destiny once again in full form. Well, I appreciate your help, and let it be known that if you help me be brought back to my home, I will gift you the powers at my disposal."
Your phone number?
What is a phone?
Oh, righty.
And then while that's going on, you just hear a. It's me coming back as a meteor back into the moon.
You guys hear a thunderous clap as Leland has shot himself back
my
out of like the orbit,
It's
and
like-
as you guys hear, you look up and you see this like ball of flame heading towards you, and the princess goes, "I'll see you again." And Leland impacts, and all three of you wake up off the table.
Yeah, and, like I like just to almost sink it with that moment of impact, I pushed all your hands off.
Wow.
So, and I put that thing back in.
Space is scary.
So I'm guessing you had a little bit of a talk with our friend.
Oh shoot! I forgot her name. I was so taken. I mean, I've never seen a.
Quite attractive,
I've never
isn't
seen a woman that.
I kind of went
that
into
beautiful.
the deep space.
You know what I mean?
It was pretty scary.
No offense.
Much taken.
I'm just like,
It's a close tie, okay? It's,
I was like-
it's a close race.
well, you guys at the top of the.
There was so much black around me.
Leland, you
I went to space. I was floating.
I was like, Leland, you really have to watch the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
When you're up there.
Yeah, really. So dark out there.
All right. So
Now you know who and what we're dealing with.
her name was
Kaguya.
Kaguya Hime.
Kaguya Hime.
Kaguya Hime.
Kaguya Hime.
I call her the Space Ghost.
Yeah, can I call her something too?
She's not here, so you can call her
You
whatever.
go
you
on,
want.
fuck you.
Moon princess.
Space
All
Ghost
right.
lady's very nice.
I mean, she's technically in the rock, so.
Lady Luna.
Oh, Moon Ghost. That's what
Moon
it was.
Ghost.
Moon Ghost.
Moon Ghost lady.
Kaguya May. Kaguya.
Kaguya-san.
Kaguya. Hime.
Kaguya Hime.
Hime is the word for princess. I remember
Hime.
that. Kaguya must mean moon of, or something,
something like
having
that.
to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call
Yeah,
her
so-
Ghost.
Alright.
Moon Ghost.
He just keeps it simple.
I'm gonna call it Moon Ghost.
So, you guys have some new information now. Where does this lead the conversation on what to do with the moon rocks?
Well, this is going to be difficult for me because I'm going to have to tell the family something.
Give them the rocks, the fake rocks.
Well, I've already given them an artifact, and I've been paid. So that is a good point between
What did you
me,
give them?
the bow, and arrow.
Oh, I see.
I was in
I
a
kinda
very
wanted to
tight
study that.
situation. I needed to make sure that I could have my contact or in the family on my side.
Well,
But I've learned some things, and I got
Okay.
some things up my sleeve.
Okay. Logan is just a little saddened because he wanted to study a
Yeah.
little bit more. He's
Poor
like, okay.
Logan.
if they don't know they're magical or anything, to them they're just moon rocks.
They don't. They don't. Which I could tell them that they're not, but that does. I'll have to give them something though. After this, I do have to give them something.
Speaking of giving our individual factions something, now that we've smoothed out our rough edges, Logan, I hope there's no hard feelings. It was just a miscommunication, right?
And he gives him again because he's always just deadpan. He's like, I guess so.
I think he's warming up to me. Alrighty. Well, now that that's out of the
I had to
way,
make sure there was a bullet in the chamber.
Linda comes up and goes like, that is like the third time you've cocked that gun. This like the time you've been here. Like sir, you cock it another time, we're gonna have to kick you out.
I understand that is your policy.
hey, thank you so much for doing your job so well, Linda. We really appreciate it.
She just
We
walks away. I
really
feel
do.
like she just like, doesn't even fucking.
I'll get her. Logan, if I might be so bold, since I believe we've sandpapered out our differences, I wonder if I might be so bold as to ask a favor of you, since we are now transitioning together to your enterprise and the Jaime,
Hime.
and Hime's course. What's the word I'm looking for? Fucking
Goal, task, job,
Quest.
quest.
Okay, quest.
Hime's quest.
Her return? Is that what you were trying to
Would
say?
yeah. Well, to her, for her, we're gonna go for her. We're doing her thing. All right.
Okay.
Might I impose upon you to provide me with decoys, phonies of all the rocks? Not just one, but since we're not losing any, I do have. You don't owe me anything, but I would owe you. If you would provide me with your special skills.
It would be nice to have a car.
I will.
Bird car something. He's so like Logan kind of like, all right, well, everything has been smoothed out, I believe, and I don't know if it's a blessing to have you owe me something, but fine, I'll take care of that.
Challenge accepted, my friend.
And I have to stand up because I can't reach all the way across the table.
There we are.
So be it.
What's on your mind, Corey?
Well, you still want to be paid for the last job, and I am very thankful that you did help. But I'm also very curious about these other people you're talking to. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more.
I love how she's like
you
flaunting
wanna
the fucking
be.
loot in front of Pablo's
Fucking
face. I
loot.
love it. Now she's getting into her role as the fucking countess or baroness, whatever.
Because I know
Yeah.
Leland made sure I was safe, and he took care of that boat. And Logan. Oh my god!
This is pretty. And Logan did what?
He got us the rocks. He got us the information for what those rocks can do.
The cameras.
I remember you. You left me by myself.
Oh!
And then like, as I'm eating,
Can you?
I'm just counting the money. Like
Spot's like growling under, like the heads are right here.
1, 2, and 3. One growls, the other growls says, "Yeah, you left her alone."
What the heck, man?
So you guys have this sort of like moment as the rest of the diner quiets down.
More things are closing.
The guy in the window is like,
There's just this single homeless man just watching you guys. Everyone else in the diner is like doing that thing where they're like just looking at their coffees or like
but they're
eating.
hearing everything.
Exactly, like doing that thing where it's like they're trying to not look like they're
we
listening, but
have
everyone's
got to
quiet.
get a new hangout spot. Corey.
Marty.
Sweetheart.
You don't have your shit either. You fuck
Shit.
Did you burn this hypnotic?
I did.
Well, look, he's got a lot of shit he could
And
try,
the charm.
but a lot of shit she could repel.
I'll say because I've got.
Do I have to roll against other players? I don't think I've ever rolled against.
we have done PvP
because
before.
I have my stuff too.
Here's the thing, because this is like a social thing. You guys can like work this out as characters. If you want to bring a mechanical bent into this, that will be like go toe to toe. But like it will be like if you guys choose to do that, it will be the results of the dice that determine this encounter. So I would suggest you do it in character first. If you guys are at an impasse where only dice can settle
solve
this,
it.
then
Okay.
and then if that can't solve it, fist the.
exactly.
That's where I come in.
Yeah,
don't
we
have
did
to know.
PvP one
Sweetheart.
time last.
They
first
don't have to know.
Don't have to know what.
They don't have to know that you told me.
I
I mean, I'm not there when I was
She makes a good point.
say this to you because I know that we've had our disagreements and we've butted heads, but it's all been familial. It's all been fraternal. It's all been.
such bullshit.
I
I don't say that. Yeah, I already got my job. I'm doing my own thing.
It's all been on the level.
I've been eating my pancakes.
But I say this to you because I
I ordered
respect
you more pancakes.
your merit as a underworld professional. In Grand Theft Auto.
Everyone looks away back into their coffees.
Good. Thank you.
Oh, look at that coffee.
I hold the same respect for you as I do all of my connections. I cannot. You have to understand. I cannot give any more, and there's no slight against you or anybody else. It's just if I betray their confidence, think of it this way: if I were to betray their confidence, who's to say I wouldn't betray yours? Wouldn't that show more chink in my armor? If I were to divulge information to them, then you know I'm a rat. No pun intended. I
I
turned
already
into a
saw
rat.
you
Yeah,
were a
I
rat.
turned into a rat. Right. Yeah, I walked myself into that
It
one.
really fit him well.
But do you see what I'm saying? Can you drink it? What did you order? What is that?
It's a lumberjack breakfast.
Oh, drink your breakfast. Drink your lumberjack breakfast.
I-
Do you
I
understand
like
what I'm
eating
saying?
it.
I give you information on those people. That becomes who I am. The moment that I betray my scruples is the moment I become unreliable.
I got a question. Do they know about us?
No.
I believe them.
I just go back to eating.
Leland believes me.
I have a couple questions.
Sure.
That's both Pablo and Marty.
How long have you known them? How long have you worked for them?
Yeah.
They are, I will tell you, a fresher client.
How fresh?
The last couple of weeks, okay?
Weeks,
Her
Logan.
first job.
I'm being straightforward with you here.
Interesting.
And the reason I tell you that is because it is a new business relationship. I'm not going to start it off on the wrong foot.
Okay.
New or old, doesn't matter. Business is business.
Here's another question. Do you remember how we met?
Do I?
We flash back.
Mist.
Bex,
This sedan has
Set-
no engine.
what? Set the scene for how you two first met.
Oh boy.
I'm going to set it like this.
I don't know.
Okay.
The beep of a heart monitor. The pumping
I swear to God.
of breathing machines.
It's gonna be like that.
Oh.
You've got your head in your hands. You're sitting against the wall in the hallway. And then you hear the click clack of heels.
Derek.
It was the sound of money walking your way. And a whole lot of trouble.
Is that the whole scene, or are we gonna have a scene?
I wasn't sure if you wanted to jump in, but I think honestly,
Honestly,
that
that was good.
I think that kind of just says everything. Is you looking up at these like
Looking
high
up at
heels?
This figure in the doorway of my father's hospital room.
Yeah.
Right?
And then we
father life belongs to me.
come
How
back
is your father doing? By
to
the
the
way?
present.
There it is.
You have a dad.
I'm joking. I don't say that.
I think that would be very on brand for you to.
You have a dad.
And I think we've already had that conversation.
We had this
Pancake
exact,
all over Logan.
had this exact conversation.
I unnaturally have like a little wiper thing.
Donnie does not.
So Corey says, "How's your father's doing? How's your father doing?" Here we go.
You. You're very good. Turns into Robert De Niro.
You were all Robert De Niro on me.
Very good, you.
Something wrong with your eyes?
Very good.
If you want,
Huh?
why don't you two just go talk about it, just between you two, and me and him will take care of the rocks.
As long as I.
You'll get what you want.
All right. We have a gentleman's agreement. If you guys can stick around for this or not. Clearly, Boss Lady and I have some things to iron out.
We leave without paying the bill.
Incredible. Okay.
Wait.
I want to see that
Wait.
she comes with another stack of pancakes that I ordered for him.
So yeah, I just take the pancakes. By the way, do they know what I'm gonna do? Am I gonna do what I want to do?
I think you guys just said that you would take care of the moon rocks. You guys did not go into any specifics. So with that,
So-
So as we're leaving, tell him what you're gonna do.
I was like,
well, hang on. But I think we should leave that for the scene itself.
okay.
So here's what happens, so we can like move this
Oh,
forward.
he-
You guys,
he- he-
I don't. Yeah, but I mean,
wasn't
I
here.
don't. If I think. Wait. I think if I hear we're gonna take care of the moon rocks, I'd be curious. Like, what do you mean you're gonna take care of the moon rocks? You know, I don't think I know what that means.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna be like,
We're gonna return him back home. I think we've all agreed.
Didn't we? Yeah, we all. You don't need me for that. You don't need Corey.
No, I don't think so.
I trust your judgment.
Yeah, I say I can warm up my arm.
Why did I agree to help the moon lady if I don't even have to do anything? How are you gonna? What are you doing with your arm?
just doing one of these.
Oh
And
no!
you point to the moon and you're like,
Oh no! You're kidding me.
You can come and watch if you want.
That would be pretty cool.
You guys can discuss this later.
You want to put a pin in this?
no, this is good. We're gonna do our own thing.
I mean, if you can wait, then I can wait.
Beck's coming in with the fucking.
burn. God damn.
Yo, you're gonna need some of that Neosporin.
You can go visit Dr. Leo.
Dr. Leo, I have a good doctor.
Corey Vidales, this is bigger than you and me. This is bigger than any of us. It's bigger than business.
Hey, I don't
This
wanna
is
say
about
this.
philosophy. This is about who I
Leaving
am.
a tip and-
Out of respect for you, I appreciate and also resent the lows you're going to try and convince me. But out of respect for you and this crew, I will die before I betray a contact, and that includes you. And if I betray
hear
them,
that,
I betray you by proxy.
We could test that.
Start cracking myself. Not just joking.
As soon as Logan tries to pull out his gun, Linda just gives you a death glare, points to the sign, 3 cocks. That's it.
That's it.
Come
Got
on,
a
man.
strict
Let's go.
3-cock policy.
It's the only place I have a booth.
All right, all right.
I have to always sit outside. It gets cold.
I will roll on that because I believe it's a good. That's where that's the hill he dies on.
Here's the thing. I mean, Corey, you can kind of see that this is a hill that Marty's going to die on, and quite frankly, this is a professional hill. Someone like him might die on. What I think it's up to Corey. Do you hold on to it for like a moment to delay? Do you just like give him the loot? Like how? Or like here's the thing. You guys don't also have to settle this right now. You guys can watch what they're about to do
I'll
too.
say this too. And if that's not good enough for you, keep my share. As a show of good faith,
You shouldn't have given him that
keep
chance to
my
think about it.
share.
Durr. This is better than TV.
I'm just like back and just watching this. Haven't left.
Everyone, please go back to your business.
He's like panicking.
The aura of the scene since you guys got out of the table, by the way, now it's like
No,
stretching.
we're
out
like
to
we're just standing. We're still watching. We're just standing up now.
Anyway, sorry. So, Corey,
Marty.
It's so full of shit.
I'm like leaning down like this. Like,
All
His
this
face
talk.
is right here.
All this talk of family, of business. If what we all have is going to work, we need to be first priority. If you're withholding this from me, what else are you withholding?
Here's my thing. I could ask the same. I could ask the same thing of any of you to your faces at any point. And I have not asked this question out of respect for each of you. Now, these last however long I've been in the hot seat leads me to wonder if that was a wise decision on my part.
Go ahead and
Should
ask me
I be
whatever
asked-
you want then. Go
I
ahead.
don't. I respect your privacy. I don't have anything I need to know. Is there something I need to know?
I think there is something you need to know.
I have your
This
money.
person that you're talking to, this organization, whoever they are they worth the respect you've given them so soon?
I am trying. You do business your way. That's a valid
We're
point.
just-
That might be a valid point in your enterprise. But on my own side of things, I work business the way that I work business. And in no way with any of my clients, connections, or fences do I operate in a way that would muddy the other plates.
as Corey and Marty are glaring at each other as this conversation rises, Linda walks up and goes, "Hey y'all, so we're gonna need to ask you to head out now. You've finished your food. We need to clear the table, and also you're starting to cause a scene real quick. So like whatever conversation you're having, if you could have it outside, that'd be fine. But yeah, I'm the one that was sent over here to ask you all to leave, just because I'm the one that has to deal with you most of the time. You're not getting banned from Kenny's. We appreciate your business, but also we need you to get the fuck out like right now."
Leland, I feel like yeah. And I look over. I look over to Leland. I look up to Leland. It's like, Leland, I think we should have a word with the manager then if he has such a problem.
No, it's okay. I kind of want to leave anyways.
Okay.
Start walking.
Where's the manager? Can he see us? Because she said she got sent over by somebody.
Oh my goodness.
Well, no, yeah, she. You look in the back, but there's no like manager visible.
She turns around. She is the manager.
So I look at her. I'm like, so she's full of shit.
Anyway,
It's fine. It's fine. Linda, I respect your establishment as well. And thank you so much once again for being. You've just been a doll today. You really
a
have.
doll?
I mean, in some cultures, dolls are very.
We'll
I'm
double your tip today. Thank you so much for your
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
What she's, I was gonna say that as well.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you all.
All right.
So do we
okay.
start leaving?
Yeah. So you
I'm
guys.
already out the door.
Right. Before I leave, I just kind of stop at the door and just look at everybody.
If any of this that you heard today gets out, we will find you.
Oh my god.
Close the door.
Close the door. You guys are gone from the diner. We hang in the diner for just a moment as there's just silence.
They're just like,
And then one person just takes a shaky sip of their coffee and goes, "So, how about the Mets, huh? And the diner conversation starts back up
Oh my
again.
gosh.
So, you guys are outside now. It is tense. There is a bit of an air between you all.
I'm happy.
I'm
happy.
chill with him.
Man.
Yeah.
As we walk out, and yeah, there's a bit of a beat change here. I have my hands in my pockets. I'm walking out. I'm next to Corey. And just so we're clear, my priority is my father.
Of course.
So whether it's you or the contact in question who's interested in these rocks, or anybody else that I do dealings with,
I'm doing this.
betraying anyone puts my father at risk.
I'm looking up. I'm like making.
If I give you everything that you want to know, and they find out about it, my life gets put in jeopardy, and his life gets put in jeopardy. My dad. That's my blood.
I see we found a threat, Leland.
You've always known
Known what?
about my father.
No, I'm talking about the organizations who has their gun to your head.
No, there's no like organization that's been popped up. It's just contact.
No, but he's saying that if the organization, he literally just said this, that if they were to find out that the
I
information
never
was
said
leaked,
organization. I just said my contact.
Yeah.
okay, sorry, correction.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
your contact, then
Yeah.
someone has a gun to your head. Then, if you reveal information, they're gonna put your father in jeopardy. Then that makes us. That makes
Is
that
Logan
person.
telling me this right now?
No, yeah, I'm saying that. I'm just saying this. I'm saying this
Yeah.
meta just to explain what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're saying that, what you're saying is that if this person finds out that you were to tell us about them, they would put your family in danger. Then. So what you're saying is that they're an enemy to us. Then
Not to you.
they're threatening your life.
And let
Okay.
that be my business. If
That's-
I want to take that kind of risk, that's on me. But none of you, and I can't say this enough times, are going to get burned. I will protect you. That is my
let's
word to
do
you.
this.
If not, and I won't have to protect you if I just keep my dealings as I always do,
And I scoop
crystal
up,
clear.
I scoop you up under my
I-
arm.
I-
Like,
yeah.
you like right here? I get you. And so I have those two. I was like,
Oh,
Corey, get on my back.
Yeah, he's a car.
And you're like, what is going on?
Spot jumps.
I was like, get off me, get off me, get off me, get off me.
I said, stay.
I put on my sunglasses.
Leland carries the whole crew,
and I start running.
and you run to a nearby park,
I guess
tramping
that solves that.
tramping the
Oh,
concrete
we're not done
underneath you.
talking about this.
God
Yeah.
damn.
So there are two things I want to do for before we really like wrap up the session here.
Yeah.
So first off, this. Oh, you okay? You
Yes,
sleepy?
Just
He
no.
wants to get it. He wants to get it solved.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is.
But guess what? That's gonna be a juicy cliffhanger to end it.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the deal.
Yeah,
So
go stop and hit the other rock.
So first off, I want to say I'm all of that fantastic. Activating your guys' weakness tag crime competition. So your crew
Oh, we
theme
got attention.
Oh.
takes one more attention, and it has leveled up.
Hey, the internet's leveled up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Next session, you guys will be starting with a new power tag and/or theme improvement, depending on what you guys choose for the crew level up. But for right now, the scene I sort of want to end on. You guys eventually run over to a park. We've faded. A little bit of time has passed, and now you guys are set up for returning the princess home. Corey, you're by a tree. Donnie's serving you another wine. He's just kind of there at this point.
Oh yeah.
How did he get? Did he pick him up too?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Or
about
is
it.
Donnie
yeah.
like?
Oh, I left him.
running back.
Donnie took the bus.
Yeah.
Donnie. He was like, "Hey."
I want to piggyback.
But yeah, so Donnie's there. He pours you some wine. Marty, you're hanging out in the shade of the tree as well. There's this like tension in the air now as like things haven't been resolved, and but sometimes it's just how it goes with these kind of conversations. And all of you have things on your mind, except for Leland. Leland, you have the pile of moon rocks out in front of you, laid out from
We
like the
stopped and
back.
got the fifth one.
Yeah.
We had to go back.
So you have all 5 moon rocks ahead of you, like literally just like taken out of the bag.
Wait, are we gonna do it right now?
Yeah, why not?
I was gonna use them to start making the copies.
I thought you scanned them.
Yeah, you already
No, I
have the
scanned
scans.
them. I have to transfer radiation to it. You can't scan that.
Oh. You want to stop me before I start throwing them?
Oh, I wasn't gonna let you do it to begin with. I was gonna say like once I'm
You had
done,
to go-
I'll give it to
If
you.
you had to go back to the lab anyway, couldn't you
Okay.
have just done
So
that?
so yeah. So
Let's
let's
just
just
go back
say
to the house. Let's
Yeah.
just
So
go
no.
back.
How about this? You jump into your bag. You're in the lab. You shave off some of the shavings that you can do to get like the traces and all that. So mark that down somewhere on your sheet that you have like these like moon rock tracings. And as you do, we're in this park. You have like the 5 moon rocks in front of you. Leland, you grab one, and you're back in that space where you're on the moon. And the princess turns to you and goes, "Oh, are you here again to jump around, brave warrior?"
No, I had a question.
Oh,
You just need the rocks to be back on here.
yes. And I will be brought back home. Are you planning on doing that now?
Yes. Question. Does it have to be all of them?
I believe so. My essence is tied to them.
Do they have to still be together?
Yes.
I mean, each one needs to be whole.
If the rocks are returned to my world, if they are cracked, I do not imagine it would affect me here, but I suppose not. I suppose.
Sorry. Go again.
How fragile would you be?
I mean, if you break a rock into
What is your plan to return me home?
And like, all right, no. So she asked, "Wait, say that again?"
What is your plan to return me home?
And I said,
You see Earth?
Yes.
I grab a rock and I throw it.
Like a fucking rocket.
Oh my gosh.
You can actually see like a little bit of cloud like break. Holy shit. You are a truly mighty warrior indeed.
He flexes.
Well then, I will use my essence to keep them together on impact. This may be the only way. I am scared, but also excited to return home. Brave warrior, so that way my powers do not leave you as you finish this quest. I will transfer some of them. Do you have a rock?
Like on me right now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I got here.
You pull out the diner rock you pulled from
yeah.
Kenny's.
Yeah, I still got that. Yeah, it's like, wait, I reached, it's like,
I need this thing.
She takes the diner rock and holds it in her hands, and for just a moment she closes her eyes and she glows brightly. And then as the glow subsides, she hands you the rock. It's still the same artificial, like garden smooth rock, but it is now slightly glowing as she has transferred the power over to there.
Uh-huh.
all right, I got the moon rock.
So we have another moon rock of her essence now?
No, because we're gonna return it. She transferred the power to this, so now when we return them, we still have. This is now the, or we could call it Diner Moon Rock.
So she gets to do her thing, but the powers are
Yes.
still available. Okay.
Oh.
We switched it from the original moon rock to.
Wait, we transferred it to a regular rock.
Yeah.
So all the moon rocks no longer have her essence?
No, they
Well,
do.
They
We're
do.
gonna
It's just you're about to
return
return
Yeah, they
them.
have her
So
like
she
spirit
gave
part.
us a piece of it in
Yeah.
this rock. I still forgot I carried that stupid rock.
Yeah. You have the stupid diner rock, and so she looks at you and
Now it's
goes,
a powerful tool.
I suppose this will be goodbye then. It was nice when your presence graced this kingdom. It brought levity.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, but it was nice meeting you two.
It was nice meeting you. When you find yourself at the crossroads of destiny, know that the path I took was to abandon the path of my desires. But your path, and she looks down, and on the surface of the moon, there are very clear boot prints where you have left. You have your own path to walk.
Wait, before you do. It's like,
Wait. Can I do one thing?
The illusion's about to fade, then it comes back. Yes.
Thank you.
I start running, I jump off, and I'm going towards the earth.
You go towards the earth, and there is, you jump, boom, there is a ring left on this moon as you are shooting toward the earth.
It has,
Sure
like,
enough, you're just kind of like eyeballing it, but you're going toward America, you break the clouds, you're going toward the city, and soon enough you see the park you're in as you boom, catapult yourself right back into your body.
Cut to black.
Yay.
And with that, you have the moon rock in your hand. You have the diner rock in your other hand that you put away, and you look up at the moon, and you wind up. And that's where we're going to end the session, everybody.
This is where he crushed all the rocks into one rock?
No, I'm
No.
gonna throw each one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's got
There's-
the first rock in his hand.
He's got the first moon rock in his hand that he's about to wind up.
I get
He's got the
you.
diner rock that actually has the power in
I
it
got
now.
it.
And you are just going to chuck all these moon. You know what? Screw what I said. We're not ending the session right now. I want to see where this goes.
Okay, cool. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait. They now know what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have anything to say before I start doing this?
Hold on. Puts the sunglasses on. Ready?
All right.
That's all I.
This one's gonna be a striker.
All right. So
get him, Leland.
I look over, and I want to say before all this happens, I calculate where the park is gonna be at, and at one point of the day, is it gonna be a straight line,
Okay.
trajectory wise?
So you know what? Let's do a quick change the game here, so that way you can buff it. I don't believe raw. You can buff stop holding back, but screw. We're gonna go with it.
I'm also gonna enchant him with the rune. So do I do 2 rolls?
No,
Is
that would just be one roll.
Okay, cool.
So
here's what I'm gonna
enchantment.
use. An eye for detail
wanna
and
try to give
master
me something?
engineering to start calculating the trajectory of both the
Oh.
speed of velocity that he's going to possibly throw it at, as well as the trajectory of where the moon is going to be directly to us here on Earth,
Okay.
as well as
Hey, you do that.
the wind, possible climate interferences. Now, at the same time, I'm going to enchant him with rune enchantment. Warded to last, knowing that he's gonna go at it full force.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna enchant the rock itself, because I can enchant objects.
Ooh.
And one of those
Precision.
with precision. What was the? I had wrote it down. It's one of the Gunganir. The
Oh,
spear
yeah.
that never misses is one of the things that the dwarves built. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So how much was that right there?
5.
5? What about you guys? You want to chat me, or you guys good?
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't think there's much
I
they
was
can
gonna
really
say
help you out with
The only
here.
thing would, like, if you were considered an Olympic goon, that was really the only thing I can add to. That I could just be like, I mean, because, yeah, you're part of the family, I don't know.
Just be like, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You work for me, you're gonna do a good job.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Do the roll.
You're such a good boy.
4.
Jesus Christ, I lost count. 5, 9.
Okay. Ryan's in the mic. Get that snort.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude.
It's
Fucking allergies.
spring, baby.
Oh, yes.
I guess.
Okay,
My
cool.
favorite season.
So, let's see. So that's change the game. You had a +5 there, so that's 5 juice. So we're gonna say, how do we do this gameplay wise?
Yeah, no, this is like a weird one.
Yeah.
Please hold and stand by.
Hang on, I'm rolling a lot of rule sets in my head
No,
right
that's
now.
what I'm saying. Like, this is
Well, definitely got to put music in at this point.
Make sure you put the bass part.
Yes.
Leland Myers stepping up to the bait.
We're actually at the diamond at the park.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're there at the diamond.
Pablo, I just realized,
So while
like,
he's
you're
doing that,
super
I'll
tired today, and
explain
you
the
had
problem.
all of the arguments today. I apologize, but also congratulate you for, like, still being able to pull through.
That's what I
professional.
do. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
No, it's good
comedy.
role play.
You did great.
You did great.
Oh,
How you hold it up over there, Kevin? Gave us false
So
ending.
while let's do something so we could buy him time. So to explain how I'm going to do it, I'm sitting there
I'm
with
gonna
like
throw
the
it.
bag open to where like I'm asking Sindri, all right, give me this item. I actually have the board out in the middle of the diamond, and I'm writing calculations. I'm like, all right, cool. I go over to him. I'm like, I want you to throw it this way at this exact time, and I go over to Leland. I go over to his coat, and actually throughout his entire biceps. It's kind of like I'm making him like a tattoo because I'm drawing the runes, each activating one after the other.
Oh, I took the coat off, so just do it with my arms.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah, 'cause I can't
so
use
on
the
his arm,
coat
yeah.
for this.
So I enchant, I pretty much give him like a tribal tattoo, kind of like how the Rock has it. So it takes me a bit of a while, and once I have that, I go over to his back and kind of like an old engine, I just go to like start it up. And you just see this like array of electrical crackling energy just like surge between them. Kind of like goes through your entire body and it gives you like a kind of like a feel because we're used to it. We do it all the time. And I'm like, okay, that's right. I go over to the rocks, all 5 of them, and very gently because I know it's still her essence and I don't want to be disrespectful. I slowly start carving the rune of Gunganir on it, and just like slightly pressing it in, and then just like, and instead of crackling energy like Jason has in his body, it starts to have almost like a small little golden wind, just like pointing, always like flowing into one direction, which is up towards the moon.
There is a strange feedback that happens when you start inscribing a mythical rune onto this like magical artifact, and for a moment it almost like hurts, like there's like magic sparks. But for this moment, for this like temporary thing, you're able to just kind of like slather it on there. But something to keep in mind for the future. So here's how we're going to do this. So with all of that, we're just going to break it all down mechanically and basically saying he's giving you a +5 on this. And you already had a +2 since you're stop holding back. It's plus logo, so it's +7. So here's the deal. Mechanically, you cannot get a failure here. That said, this is going to be a no return stop holding back.
Got it.
So this is sort of like the mid tier. What this means is that even if you succeed on a 10+, you're still going to mark fade on your demigod strength theme. And you're going to burn all the power attacks on that theme. So that's on a success. Because this is throwing rocks at the moon.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
so I have to rest to get them all back.
Exactly. But on a 7, 8, or 9, which you can't get a 7. So this is going to be the lowest rolls. You have to replace the theme. So keep in mind.
Ooh, this is a spicy money.
So he can lose his arm? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he would lose his strength.
I can no longer be Hercules.
You're putting your whole strength into this. This is what happens when you try to make a whole mission into one roll.
So if I get a 7, 8, or 9.
If you get a 7, 8, or 9, you replace the theme.
But you can't get a 7 though.
You can't get a 7. So if you roll a 2 or 3, that's it. A 2 or 3. If you roll a 2 or 3, you replace the theme. Anything else, and
on either die, you mean?
No, I mean like total. So if you get snake eyes or a 1 and 2.
So if I'm 7 and above, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm a 7 or above, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Anything below a 7 on a roll, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. 7, 8, or 9, he's safe.
Yeah.
So you have +7 to the final roll.
And he has pluses?
Yeah.
+7?
He's fine.
But no, if I roll, like, say, a 6, then I lose it. I still succeeded, but I lost all my powers. I basically used everything for this roll.
Okay.
He's giving it all he's got.
One
So
trip
it's not-
at the science museum I took with my dad.
No. Wait.
Wait, hold on. So
The
the pluses don't matter then? It's just a flat roll?
No. I'm gonna
like a
succeed.
1 or 2 or 3
I
on
have
the
to.
dice roll.
My dice roll is gonna affect me. It's not gonna affect the
the
outcome.
The first
Not
roll's
the-
already
the
done. This is
action is
what the
safe.
consequences
And that's only
are.
on stop holding or
Consequences.
Yeah.
Stop holding
Okay.
back. Yes.
No.
So basically, by doing this, I'm risking my.
Yeah. You are basically you have all these runes on you. You are letting loose this incredible amount of strength.
But it could take. I'm
Exactly.
basically gonna lose it if I get a roll of 6 or lower.
Okay.
We'll still be fine. I'll just be fucked.
Well, no, on a roll of 8 or 9,
Oh, yeah.
which are the ones you can legally get. You can't even get a 7 with a +7. So just don't roll snake eyes. How about that? Just don't roll snake
I was about to
eyes.
say, like,
He's
Okay,
gonna
so
be
just roll second.
fine. You're not gonna roll snake eyes.
Jason, just another day.
Just another day. Yell it!
Oh, sorry. 11.
It's fine.
I said, I don't know what Chris complains about.
Wow.
You grab
Sorry.
all 5 of these rocks.
I looked at this, you got this, buddy.
And he's winding up,
Gets
right?
He's
buffer.
winding up. You
I'm
start to
doing this,
glow
I'm
from
doing
all
this.
these runes.
And right before,
Yeah.
I have something for right. It's not gonna change. He's gonna throw it, but
Right as he's about to throw it, what do you do?
Marty goes. I guess I could just transport it. I have transportation, but
5 asteroids shoot out from the Earth's surface toward the moon. For like a few seconds, you guys are just watching the sky.
I have like binoculars.
And then, like, there's like a bit of wind from the park. Like all the grass is like shooting out from this
Yeah, it's like-
insane fucking sonic boom shoot. You guys look up at the moon. and now there are 5
Craters?
tiny craters in the moon
Everybody's
where there
quiet.
once wasn't.
I'm looking at the telescope.
And that's where we're going to end the session, baby. Thank you all for joining another incredible session where we threw rocks at the moon. Quite a bit of arguments, quite a bit of conversation,
That was
and
a great way
perhaps
to fucking roll up.
and perhaps the crew isn't as together as they thought they were.
But it's okay. I got a rock.
Well, we'll have to see with the moon rocks now returned back to their home. You guys need to make the fake rocks, and you guys need to figure out what you're doing next. But that's all for next session. Until then, thank you all for joining us. Make sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/oddloot to get these episodes a day early. Anything else?
Check us out on YouTube, our Twitter, Twitch as well. We're going to be streaming on YouTube at some point soon.
Instagram.
Can I put a little post-credit scene?
Yeah, sure. As we come to the post credits.
So Leland, what do you got in your pocket there?
Oh, I got this rock from the diner.
It's all glowing.
But I know it's glowing.
It's slightly glowing. Yeah.
You get that from Moon Lady?
Yeah,
Interesting.
check it out.
I'm gonna activate it.
Turns into a flashbang. Everyone goes blind.
Go
Goodbye, everybody.